Those masters of Mysterioso, Ultravox, are in Australia, and here they are being mysterious with Molly.
The sounds that have been sort of emerging over 1981, how do you see it going in the next, say, 12 months?
Out the window, probably. The whole thing that emerged in the last couple of years, it started off being fairly fresh. It was very exciting, and then the media took over and tagged it the new romantic cult, or the cult with no name, or whatever it was that they were going to call it at the time, and just killed everything that was happening at the time. So now all the bands that are termed as, you know, new romantic bands, whatever, are all like second and third generation.
Well, in that last interview, or Chris, I mean, in that last interview, you did say, the whole band collectively said that you hated labels being put on any group. I mean, do you think it's fair that that happens? I mean,
it's just it's something that you can't actually change, because if someone's trying to describe something, they always use a simile.
Right.
And the papers in England tend to need something like that to make it seem like something's happening. You know, right. now it's this, it's new romantic. You know?
Yeah, they sort of invent the cult to keep a sort of, you know, stimulus going, right, for their magazines.
And you find groups trying to talk themselves out of that label when they do features. You know, for example, said Duran Duran. You know, all those features were just like, oh, we've got nothing to do with new romantic.
Right.
It's a tag.
It was almost like, as you said, this will be the mill production. The story in that is pretty heavy, I feel.
Well, it's the whole thing about using a vehicle to put across a different aspect of the song. I mean, the song doesn't necessarily have to be about what the film's about. The film is more or less a parody on the song. You know, right. we hate telling people, well, this is what we wrote it about, and you know, if you've got it wrong, you're wrong. You know, that's not what it's about. So we always do parodies on the songs. And the best way of sort of depicting the different types of voice was to make it fairly religious, make it very, very grand, you know. Everyone's searching for something that you don't actually know what you're going for, you know.
With listening to the song and then looking at the film clip, one could think that Ultravox are in fact making a political statement. Is that right or wrong?
Well, we're a very apolitical band. I mean, there's thousands of bands out there who are trying to do that kind of thing, and they do it badly. I don't think anyone does that well.
Now, I've got to ask you two absurd questions. After seeing you in all these film clips, are the four of you frustrated actors?
Yeah.
Right. And do you enjoy sort of working in film like that, of playing parts?
Very much so, yeah. It's fun.
It's great. It takes you away from music for a little while. It's fine for us, an ideal situation, because we've written the music for images in our head. It's just like sort of doing it backwards. Right. Then we do the visuals.
We're talking about soundtracks. I've got a telegram over there from Chris Cross in America, and he asked us to give back his royalties to us. Now, can you tell the story, because that is quite...
Yeah, it's because of the name, the confusion with the name. In England, I get paid all these PRS royalties.
That's why we can afford to do all these videos.
That was Ultravox in interview, and we saw some of their films. They're excellent in concert, but I'm not at all sure whether Midge should have really come out in the papers and slammed John Mayall and the Clash. I don't think that's quite needed in this industry, where artists have a go at each other. All right, apart from that, let's have a look now at something what I think is quite astonishing. First of all, we're going to play AC/DC. Where's that big mouth over there before? Right? With a song called Let's Get It Up. Then you're going... Quiet, everybody. You're getting out of control around here. Right, and then we're going to show you the new clip by Cheetah, the new single by Cheetah, who are produced by Vanda and Young. Now, this is very interesting, so watch out because I think this is astonishing, the transformation of this group. So let's go with AC/DC, and Gavin will tell you about Cheetah.